So children will continue with annal schools once again. So last class I told you about various development in the European country about historiography. So here we'll see that annal school of thought, which was very important while writing historiography. At the dawn of 20th century, the writing of history got a new direction. So along with political events, kings, great leaders, and the study of climate, local people, agriculture, trade, technology, means of communication, social divisions, and psychology of group was also considered important in the study of history. So before that it was not considered very important part of writing historiography, but annal school of thought gave importance or gave emphasis in these sectors, that is study of climate, local people, agriculture, trade, technology, means of communication, social divisions, and psychology of group, which was very important in this school of thought. This new school of thought is known as annal school. Annals means year by year, record of any event. So every year what was happening or what events took place, so it was recorded by annal school, and according to those events the research was done. So under this research they include political event, kings, great leaders, study of climate, etc. Any event should be studied in the light of not only the political system in those times, but also prevalent social and economic system. So according to annal school, according to this school of thought, they gave emphasis not only on political system, but also prevalent that time, which was prevalent in socio-economic system. What was the social condition, what was the economic system, what was the occupation, what type of trading the people they used to do, what type of mentality and psychology, what type of behavioral science, it was included in this annal school of thought. Annal school was started by French historians. So again, annal school was started, or it was proposed by French historians. So this is very important, annal school of thought, while mentioning historiography of the West. Now again, very important part of historiography development in the West, that is feminist historiography. See, feminist historiography means restructuring of history from the perspective of women. See, this is very important, that what was the thought and what was the view according to the women or scholar in the women section of the society, or those women who were in education line, or those who were in research part. So according to that, during that time, what was their view, it was also very important. So we can see that their views was also important while writing historiography. So this is known as according to the perspective of women. So they got this idea about feminist historiography. So feminist historiography means restructuring of history from the perspective of women. So it was very important. The writing of Simone de Beauvoir. So here the name of one French feminist historiographian, that is the writing of Simone de Beauvoir, helped in establishing the fundamentals of feminism. She was from France, she was French. So according to Simone de Beauvoir, she emphasized not only on the inclusion of women in history, but also on the rethinking of male dominated perspective of history. Understood? So according to the feminist historiography, they emphasize not only on inclusion of women in history. So history, according to these women, they wanted to be a part of historiography or history. That doesn't mean that history includes on the battle of the king and emperors, all those people, but they wanted that their contribution in history is also very important, and it should be included while writing history or while explaining the his part of history or that event. So also on the rethinking of male dominated perspective of history. It drove historical research to focus in depth on various aspects of women's life, such as their employment, their role in trade union, institution working for their cause, their family life, etc. So here, what the part of the society or what were the daily routine of the women, that should be also included in the feminist historiography. That is, they wanted to be part of history. That means they wanted to be the part of their research, historical research, and it should be focused in depth on various aspects of women life, such as that employment of women was also given. They wanted that employment of women should be given stress. Their role in trade union. See, during that time also, women were also working in the industries or various other organizations. So their role was not emphasized, or they were not given any due respect, or there was discrimination among male and female. So they wanted that their roles should be highlighted in the society or in history. Institution working for their cause and their family life. So these feminist historiography, they wanted to be highlighted in the society, likewise the male counterpart. In the historical writings after 1990, women were portrayed as an independent social class. So already we know that now various organizations, women empowerment is there. So many things which was done for the development of women all over the world. So after 1990, we can see there the role of women was portrayed, is going to be portrayed or was portrayed, very highlighted after 1990. But before that, some very minimum part was highlighted in the history as an independent social class. So feminist historiography, it means that here we can say that the point of view of women was considered very important while writing history, and their various issues which was related to women's life, such as employment, their role in trade union, their family life. So it is very important. Now here another very important historian which belongs to modern era, that his name was Michel Foucault. He was from 1926 to 1984. So the French historian of the 20th century, Michel Foucault, brought forth a new concept in historiography. He, in his book Archaeology of Knowledge, argued that prevailing practice of arranging historical events in chronological order is not right. He drew attention to the fact that archaeology does not strive to reach ultimate historical truth, but attempts to explain various transitions in the past. He felt that explaining the transition in history is more important. He called this method the archaeology of knowledge. Foucault subjected the so far acknowledged areas by historians such as psychological disorders, science, medicine, prison administration, etc. to the historical analysis. So according to Michel Foucault, he gave emphasis on the transition period in the past. That means what happened after one event to another event. What happened in between those events. The transition period, he gave emphasis on those periods which was very important, which lead to another part in history. Excuse me. So he gave emphasis on archaeology of knowledge. Explaining the transition in history is very important. So according to Michel Foucault, transition period in history was very important. So he gave emphasis on psychological disorders, science, medicine, so many things which happened in these areas, prison administration, and to historical analysis. So he gave emphasis on these sectors related to historical events. So according to him, transition of the period or the event which should be also considered as a very important part in writing historiography in or any type of historical event. So we can see that Michel Foucault was a historian from modern era. Now the scope of historiography, after having this part chapter as a historiography, so writing of histories of various subjects like literature, architecture, sculpture, drawing and painting, music, dance, drama, films and television came into practice, thus expanding the scope of historiography. So here these are the sectors where we can use historiography or knowledge of history very well in these sectors or in these part.